Hello everyone, welcome to Halloween Parks, and today I'm making a jumping mechanism with this pneumatic cylinder. So let's get started. So to make this, I got some fence posts that I had and just a bunch of old rusty hinges that I had lying around that we wouldn't use for anything else. And I got these little things at Home Depot. They're like angle shelf supports, and I thought that they worked really well for holding the piston because they got that little hole in the back and that thing fits pretty well. Then you can get another one to just hold it in, and then I got a good mount for the bottom for cheap. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut one piece to like a foot, and then one to like a foot and 3 inches, and I want one of the sides to be longer so that when it jumps, it like leans forward a bit so it's like jumping at you. Now I've got all these pieces cut, and it's going to be kind of like jump up like that. So now we're going to have to attach the hinges. For the bottom, I've got these silver hinges, and then, golden looking hinges, and then I'm going to use these ones for connecting them to each other. So at the middle, about the middle. I'm going to have this a little loose because it's really putting a lot of friction on the hinge right there. There. Probably gonna want this hinge actually lined up with this one so it swerves out that way instead of this way. So I'm gonna flip that around really fast. There, now everything's been shifted over. Now I gotta screw on the boards that go on them. Now I've got a clamp, so I'm gonna clamp it right here. It's a loud clamp. I'm only gonna be able to screw it in with these two because it's not wide enough for the whole hinge. Got it on. Now I just gotta do the other one. And now I've got both of these things. And they're not lined up, but I don't think that that'll be a problem. Now I'm gonna use these silver smaller hinges to attach it to the little arm that jumps out. Maybe I should only do the middle one, so in case it's not lined up I can adjust it a bit. I think I'm gonna do that. And now this piece. Oh no. I screwed this down when I attached that. I'm just gonna put something under it and screw it back in. Now the hard part is gonna be just trying to screw it into this thing. Guess I'll try to do these separately. See how this goes. It's not going well. So now I've got this built. Goes down, and this is where it rests, and then when it jumps up, it goes like that. So now that I've got this, I just have to attach this pneumatic cylinder to make it automated. So I took one of my pieces and I widened the hole a little bit right there so that I can slip it on the front of here, and then I hope that I can just throw another washer on top of that and kind of sandwich it in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to widen this hole so that I can make it so that this thing will fit through it. There we go, I've got a wider hole. It does fit. So now I gotta just jam this in there. Well, it took a lot of fiddling last night, but I finally got this cylinder to be attached. And I would hook this up to a solenoid valve right now, but I don't have the pieces to attach here, but those are coming later, so I'll be able to do that a little later. So I've got another controller over here with an Arduino, and I'm hoping that I can attach it right here, and then I can take my solenoid valve, and I can just screw that in over here, and then it can all just be sort of attached to this so I can just move this around as one thing. So I don't have any screws that are small enough to fit into these little holes on the relays, so I'm going to use these like little hooks because they'll work just fine. So the breadboard that I have actually just has this little sticky part on the bottom, so I'm just going to peel that off and stick it on. So for attaching the solenoid valve, I just got this long screw to go right through. So now I've got everything attached, And if I get some tubing... Oh darn. If I get some tubing to go from here to the things that are gonna go right here. So that one's gonna run like that. And then this one will just run like this. Now I just gotta wait for that package to arrive. Oh, it came. There. So now I've got the pieces that are supposed to go in there right there. It's nice. So I added a power strip here so I can just plug everything into here, and then when I plug this in, everything will just be powered. So now I've got everything on and attached, so it might extend when I plug this in. Now the leaking has stopped, so when I trigger this, it should do what it's supposed to. Oh jeez. So now that I know that this thing is working, I'm gonna add a little bit of touches to it. Because it's got all these screws on the bottom, and they're really pokey and I don't like it. So I'm gonna get some like felt and staple it to the bottom. It'll also make it so it doesn't wobble around on the floor so much. So now I've got all of the felt attached here, so I can lay that back down. So I happen to have this shark right here, so I'm just gonna kind of tape him down for now. And now I'm not actually just gonna have a shark tape down on Halloween, but right now I don't know what prop I'm gonna put on it, so I might as well just tape on the shark. So I got the shark taped on, and it's nothing permanent, but you'll get the idea. So let's test this thing out. But I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then make sure to see another one, and I'll see you next time.